What's going on, you guys? What is going on? What is going on, y'all? This be your boy, Scotty by Nature TV, and we are here for a brand new episode of Yes for the Mess, where we talk about celebrity gossip, hot topics, and all things reality TV based. I hope you guys are having a wonderful Tuesday, and I intend on doing the exact same thing, y'all. What's going on? Okay, we here for a good time, but not a long time. You know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna be here forever. I don't know why my cousin be sending me pictures of people that I don't fuck with. Like, why are you sending me this? But anyway, but what was I gonna say? But yeah, so we here for a time, but not a long time. Now, what I will do and what I might do, I might. Don't hold me to this, but depending on how I feel, I might drop the link and open up the lines for everybody and see what everybody think, and get everybody's opinion about this show and this move that they done made for this show. I might do that, but I don't intend on being on here long because I got something else that I got to do after this. So I might not be on here for too long. So I might have to do a whole nother live for us to really get into the things of the things. You feel what I'm saying? So let me see some here. I want to know where I can get those cast photos of them, because I want to get into that first. Y'all know I'm not really like a fashionista type of person, because I don't really be giving a fuck about these faux fashions, to be honest. Like, I don't care. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I really don't. Oh yeah, I do got to talk about Chaotic. I do got to talk about him, but I'm gonna talk about him tomorrow sometime. Let me see what we at. Let me see what moderators are in here. First of all, well, I do the moderator check at minute 4. So let me see who's in here first. CJ Hardy 6069. I think I've seen that picture before in the Discord. I see Corey. I see Fab. I see, hey Shauna, what's going on? I see Love Wins 8914. I see Skinny Mini 58. I see Carlin at 2011. Okay, so I see a couple of you guys have been here right about now. But yeah, let me put my phone do not disturb because I ain't got time for my cousin and his delusions. Are you guys doing the chasing panel tonight or tomorrow? Listen, the reason why we ain't did the chasing panel in about 3 weeks is because the show keeps being late. That's the only reason why we haven't done it. And you know what I mean? We normally do the show the night of the episode, but then sometimes the episode don't come out till Friday. And me and T have to do Bill Collective. Then sometimes it come out on Saturday, and ain't nobody trying to do no panel on no Saturday. So that's the only reason why we haven't done a chasing panel in a while. Not because any of us are into it or anything like that, because I work with T on panels every week. I live with Jamar, and I see Carl and Tramiel every other fucking day. So it's like ain't nothing going on with nobody right about it. And Jeremy was just here this past weekend. So it ain't nothing going on with us. It's just more so about the show itself. And that's the reason why we haven't done it. We want to do it, but how can we do it if it's always late? That's all we saying. And and then I'm gonna have to go back and rewatch this shit and all that. So we're gonna figure it out though. We definitely are. But anyways, let me see what moderators are here. What's going on, Marcella? I see Janika. I stay calling that girl by her real name. She don't never stop me either. Catherine, Gabby, Parker Boy. I see T up in here. Hey, bestie. I see the Jail Slayer 972. I see Norris. So those are all the moderators that are here. So y'all already know what to do. Make sure that the chat is clean. Make sure that everybody's engaging, subscribing, liking the video. And if anybody get out of line, y'all already know what to do. Y'all ain't gotta block them. Y'all ain't gotta do anything like that. But only thing y'all need to do is time their ass out for a little bit. Let them sit in that corner by themselves and think about what they may have done. Okay, that's pretty much all that I need. Okay. But anyway, anyhow, let's go ahead and get into this situation here. So let's talk about this. So today the news came out on the Love and Marriage Huntsville released their first teaser trailer for season 12, 13, 14, whatever season it is. Because y'all know when it comes down to Carlos King shows on, we never know what season we in. But we find out that this lady here, Split Ends, Popsicle Sticks, she's finally on the show this season. And there's a lot to really talk about when it comes down to that. And, you know, I got some things to say now. You know, I've been saying for a long time now, me and T both have said, like, over the years, that they may as well just bring Arionne on the show. If they're going to keep on talking about her, then they may as well just go on and put her on this show. You feel what I'm saying? And, you know, at first I said, well, it's been many, many moons now. Why bring her on? But the show needs something. And if there's something that's Arionne, then I will welcome her with open arms. That's all I can say about that. But yes, we're gonna get into that. Now, me and T talk almost every day, basically, especially mainly me, T, and Josiah. We talk almost every day. And I think I sent something to the group chat with me, T, and JoJo got our own group text thread. Outside of everybody else, the three of us got our own group text thread. And so I had text something to the group and I said, hey, y'all, this says September the 12th. Is this when the show coming back? And then T was like, well, I don't know because I ain't heard nothing. So I was like, okay, but this is what it says on Google. And 9 times out of 10, if they saying it on Google, then it could partially be true. You feel what I'm saying? So it is what it is, right? So let's go ahead and get into this first. Now let's look at the picture. Now I will say that the group photo is not too bad. You know, it's not bad. From what I could see, from what I see on here, I see Destiny by herself. I see Tisha and Marceau. I see Martell. I see Kimmy and Maurice, and I see Neil and Chris. So, and I see a shadow in the background. And the only thing that I can think about is that shadow might be Split Ends shadow. That's what I think that the shadow's supposed to be. Okay. So let's continue. So let's look at this here. Now this is Kimmy and Maurice. Oh, they're so boring. Listen, they are. And listen, I just and this is coming from a person that really used to like Kimmy. Like, for real. I used to love me some Kimmy. I used to love Kimmy. But now I just don't fuck with her like that. Like, I don't know what it is. I don't know if she just don't really do it for me no more, maybe. I mean, I really don't know, but I just don't see it for Kimmy. I don't see it for her at all. And it's unfortunate, but that's just what it is. I don't see it for Kimmy. I just don't see it for her. But they look nice though, but I just want to know what this storyline is about to be, because in this little teaser that they showed, they showing Monster, and Monster didn't get accepted into a specific school that he wanted to get in. So instead of talking about y'all real issues, because last season it looked like y'all was on the verge of breaking up, which I would have been absolutely fine with it. But we finished it up here and use Monster for a storyline this season. And I wish y'all stop calling that damn boy Monster. But okay, you know, it is what it is. Let's move on, y'all. Next, Martell. That's Martell. Now, Martell looks good. I gotta say that. Now, I know that it's the popular thing to do, to say this man is ugly, broke, and all this other shit, but we could say whatever we want to say about Martell, but Martell is not an ugly man. I've always said that he was fine. I've always said that from day one. So we could sit up here and act like he not, but he is. And in a slimy kind of way. He is kind of fine to me, but it is what it is. That damn shadow once again is giving that as Arionne. And let me tell y'all, Martell is still on this show. And I'm gonna get more into this later on in the show, but listen, people can be mad all the fuck they want to. Saints and Sinners ain't on this show no more. And I'm glad that her ass ain't on this show because she was bringing it down, in my opinion. And everybody can feel however they want to about that statement, but she was. She's not on this show no more. Martell is still here. And you know what I'm saying? When Saints and Sinners was on this show, that was his real life. But he couldn't really show that part of his life because she didn't want to film with him. And rightfully so, with everything that they had going on, you know, rightfully so. But she's no longer here, and that part of his reality is no longer on the show. So Arionne is the person that he's with now. That is a part of his reality. And to be honest, I don't even understand why anybody would even have an issue with her coming on this show. Because if they're going to keep Martell, they may as well show what his real life actually is. I'm interested in knowing how are they navigating this little relationship that they have. I'm actually interested in knowing that. Like, I want to see what's going to go down between the two of them on this show. I want to know, are they together? Are they in a relationship, or are they just raising their kids together? Are they just fucking? I want to know what's really going on here. So, if Martell is going to be on this show, he may as well show his real life. And Arionne is a part of his real life, and it is what it is. I'm going to get more into this later on in the show because I know some of y'all are going to be mad at my opinion, and y'all know that I don't give a fuck how y'all feel. I'm going to say what I want to say, but we ain't made it there yet. We're going to go through these pictures first. So we see Letitia and Marceau. Oh Lord, Letitia. I don't know what she got on. I don't know what she got on. And then Marceau looking like he about to bust out that suit at any moment. Like, it's giving legs, hips, and breasts. That's what it's giving right now. Because they look like the breast is popping through that damn shirt. But that's just me. Once again, I'm not a fashionista. So what do I know? Okay. So then we got Destiny. Destiny looks good in the face. She looks good. I'm not a fan of that damn silver shit hanging off her dress, but you know, Destiny looks good. And Destiny carried the show last year. And like I said, people can be mad about that too, but she definitely carried this damn show. She definitely did. What's next up? We got Chris and Nell. I would like Nell's dress if it wasn't for that white shit at the bottom. I don't like that. It's giving bed sheet at the bottom. I don't know why, but it's giving bed sheet. But everything else, but all in all, Nell looks good to me. And Chris Fletcher, I've always said that he was a handsome looking old ass man. You feel what I'm saying? So it is what it is. So that's pretty much it for the photos. So we're gonna go into this article that Complex Magazine wrote. And we're going to get into that next. So let me put that on the screen. Hopefully y'all can see. So Love and Marriage Huntsville. Y'all can't see it? Shit. Hold on, y'all. Oh, I know why y'all can't see it. Hold on. Okay. So Love and Marriage Huntsville Season 12 trailer promises a shocking new arrival. Okay, so let's get into this article here. So it says, the Huntsville crew is suited up and camera ready and headed straight for another collision. OWN has released the official cast photos and the first teaser of Season 12, Love and Marriage Huntsville, returning on September 12th at 8 p.m. Eastern. Destiny Payton, Kimmy Maurice Scott, Martell Holt, Nell and Chris Fletcher, and Letitia and Marceau Scott are all back as new wins and painful losses, and one surprise arrival threatens to rearrange the group. Okay. Per deadline, Martell opens the season on a high after earning his builder's license and making a major step forward in his career. But the celebration quickly gives way to tension when a surprise introduction to the group disrupts the existing dynamic. The fallout could hit his friendship with Destiny especially hard, pulling one of the cast's closest connections under immediate pressure. Created by Carlos King. Okay, y'all see that, right? Created by Carlos King, Love and Marriage Huntsville began in 2019 with successful Black couples joining to revitalize Huntsville. Through a real estate venture known as the Comeback Group, the deal soon became only part of the story. Over 11 seasons, the OWN hit, however, has followed marriages breaking down, friendships shifting, families bending, and entrepreneurs attempting to protect their businesses while their private lives play out on television. Season 12 raises the stakes across the board. Marcel and Letitia approaching their 20th wedding anniversary, but the milestone comes as they absorb the devastating loss of their first residential investment property. Nell becomes a full-time caregiver for her aging father, creating a new reality for her marriage to Chris. Maurice and Kimmy, meanwhile, are entering their empty nest era while wrestling with concerns about Maurice's son and his future. OWN is promising emotional breakthroughs, hard truths, and authentic, deeply personal storytelling. The drama arrives with real momentum behind it, according to OWN. The show's most recent season climbed by the double digits across every key demographic compared with their previous season. It also ranked as Saturday night's #1 original cable series amongst Black women from ages 25 to 54. The numbers are not only a win, but Love and Marriage Huntsville recently earned the African American Film Critics Association Award for Outstanding Unscripted Series after previously receiving an NAACP award nomination. Kingdom Reign Entertainment and ITV America produced a series with King, Joanna Hutchman, Andrew Hoagland, however you pronounce those names, because I know I probably said it wrong. Marcus Burns and Nisa Ahmad serving as executive producers. Okay, so that is pretty much the gist of tonight's story with Love and Marriage Huntsville returning on September the 12th with Arionne coming on this show, probably as a friend of, because she's in the confessionals with Martell. They showed a couple of clips of her in the scene with Nell and the scene with Destiny about to roll up on her. It was a couple of things that I saw in that little teaser. Now, let me go on the record. There has been whispers about Arionne coming on this show for the last couple of months. There have been rumors about her coming on the show for the last couple of months. They have been saying that. And I ain't mad at it, but that's it. That's neither here nor the fuck is it there, if you ask me. But they've been talking about this for the last couple of months now. And I wasn't really sure about it because, like I said before, T and I have been asking for them to just go on and bring Arionne on the show years ago. Like, we was asking for that like years ago. And I was like, well, they ain't did it in all this time. So why are we expecting them to do it now? You feel what I'm saying? Like, what will we get out of her being on the show now? But we need to do something. I think they needed something to spice up the dynamic. And I think that with them bringing her on here would do the trick. They've talked about Arionne for years on this show, mostly without even saying her name. We've talked about her in the blogs. I have many epic lit live chats about her, many lit lives about her, many open panels about her. Like, I have made a lot of money off that lady name for many years. I used to love it when a story came out about Arionne because I already knew that check was gonna be on motherfucking point. Okay. So I, for one, ain't mad about her coming on this show. It gives us something else to really dig into when it comes down to this show. Now, let's be clear. The main people that's saying that they're not going to watch it because Arionne is there, they're going to watch it. And it's going to show when we start doing these reviews. Now, I don't know who all is going to review this show besides me and T. I think Tammy said that she was going to come back and do it. I even suggested a damn LAMH panel with me, T, and Tammy. And if it does happen, I might just add on the Rocks with Jada to the goddamn panel. To be honest, I might just do that. I don't know. We haven't really made up our minds on no Love and Marriage Huntsville panel. I know Josiah wants no parts of no Love and Marriage Huntsville panel, so I didn't even bother with him. But if I do it, it just may be me, T, and Tammy. Or maybe just me and T doing something by ourselves, or maybe me, T, Tammy, and Jada. I think it'll be epic, honestly. But I'm not necessarily upset about her being on this show. And like I said, the numbers are going to show in these reviews if these people who say they're not watching are going or are not, the ones that say they ain't watching. We're going to see when these lives come out, and we're going to see how the numbers go, because we'll know if y'all watching. Because I can tell y'all by the numbers on my bill collector reviews that y'all ain't watching this show. So I'll know when LAMH come out if y'all watching or not. Now, here's the thing. I saw a tweet on Twitter not too long. Like, I think I was listening to T's live, and I'm just looking at Twitter because I knew I was going live after him. And the tweet was like, yes, Mel is gone, but I don't think that is right, and I don't think that it's cool for them to bring Arionne on this show when this is a show that she brought to the table. And I'm going to say this. Everybody's allowed to have their opinion. Everybody's allowed to have their opinion. Everybody's allowed to state their opinion. If that's what you think, that's fine. But in my paid opinion, okay, I'm going to say this. I don't give a fuck what Mel brought to the table. She ain't on the show no more. 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 So whatever respect that y'all feel like they need to show her went out of the window when she chose to walk away. That's just what it is. She's gone now. They can do whatever the fuck they want to with this show. They can bring whoever on this goddamn show. I don't understand, nor do I get why everybody gotta walk around on eggshells when it come down to that lady. I'm sick of that shit. She ain't walking around on eggshells for none of you hoes, okay? None of them. Wasn't she finna bring a London on that damn show for Tisha and Marceau and all that other shit? So, I mean, if that was okay and that was fine for us to bring bitches on this show to spill tea about everybody else, why is it a big deal when someone brings? And then the thing is, Arionne is coming on this show really to go after her damn ops, if you ask me. I mean, I just feel like what loyalty do you think that these producers owe Melody at this point in time? They don't owe her ass a motherfucking thing. They could do what they please with this show. She's not here. And she doesn't control shit. She the reason why that lady went on the show. No way. Rightfully so. This my show. I'm on this motherfucker. You fuck my man. You not coming on this motherfucker. I get it. But she's not on the show no more. And they got to do what they got to do to keep this show going. And people can feel however they want to feel about this. But this is my damn opinion. Y'all can be mad, get glad, whatever. I don't care. As a matter of fact,
this way y'all finna probably get pissed off, and I'm okay with that. Okay, I'm cool with that. Please stay mad and get mad. Okay, stay mad, get mad, have a great day, whatever. Feel away. I don't give a damn.
And that's really how I feel about it. That's really how I feel about it. I want this show to be entertaining as it once was. There was a time where I could not wait to do my reviews on Love and Marriage Huntsville. There was a time where when my friends asked me to go out to the club on a Saturday night, I wouldn't want to go. I said, can we go after I watch Love and Marriage Huntsville first? Love and Marriage Huntsville come on at 7. I do my review like after 7 o'clock. Can we go to the club after that? Like around 8. I'll be ready around 8. I got to watch Love and Marriage Huntsville first. That's how it used to be for me. I used to love this goddamn show. Okay. But somewhere down the line, I think that season after, because y'all know I started reviewing this show season 2, like the second half of season 2 is when I started reviewing this show. But by the time we got to like season 4 and 5 is when I started to hate it. Excuse me. I started to hate it then. You feel what I'm saying? So I just feel like, you know what I'm saying? It became whack because I felt like it wasn't an ensemble cast anymore. It was more so about keeping one person on this motherfucker happy. To hell with everybody else. Because after Wanda got into that scuffle with her at Destiny's grand opening, they didn't want Wanda on the show no more. So by that point, you took away the person that made us laugh, created some type of drama, kept certain people on their toes. So y'all done got rid of her. So now that she's gone, now Martell wants to be up Melody's ass and be cool with her, but also be cool with the rest of them. But Mel don't want to fuck with the rest of them. So now it looks like it's a gang up against her now. And only because she's not really fucking with them folks on that show. So now it's forced interactions now. It's like, okay, it's too bad y'all don't get along. We need for y'all to try and get along and make this shit work for the sake of the show so we can move forward. So once they started doing that bullshit, it really became whack. Then they made Kiki a main cast member. And I will say that Kiki did kind of keep the show a little entertaining. I think that she was the little drop of entertainment that we did have after that whole season, that last season that Wonder was on. They brought Kiki on full time. And I enjoy watching Kiki for the most part. But it just wasn't right how she was brought in my opinion. I felt like they brought Kiki, well, she brought Saints and Sinners, brought Kiki on this show to go after her cousin. Because she didn't like Tisha. She knew that Tisha and Kiki had issues. So she brought her on the show to basically keep those issues going or bring more light to those issues or whatever she was doing. And nobody had an issue with that because it was to her own benefit. She brought Kiki on there to do her motherfucking dirty work. And I still stand by that. And I love Kiki to death. Rest in peace to her. But I've always felt like Mel brought her on there to do her dirty work against Tisha. That's the whole point of her bringing Kiki on the show. I never felt like it was genuine. Never felt like it was genuine. But I don't think that Saints and Sinners is really genuine either. So it is what it is. What else happened? So then Kiki was on the show, and then by the Houston trip, some things went down. Kiki felt the way about Mel, and then all that shit happened with Anthony, and all that other shit went down with that. So by that season 8 premiere, I think she didn't really have nobody really. Kiki didn't have an ally anymore. She only had Stormy, and by then Saints and Sinners chose to get rid of her. So then we bring Destiny back, and then we bring Sonny into the fold, and we bring Moses into the fold. And that's what really brought me back, was to see the storyline with Sonny, Moses, and Destiny. Even that ran hot too quick. Like it was like, oh God, they dragging it. Okay. And then you brought in Trish and Ken, and they made it seem like Trish had a pass for Martell and all this other stuff. And that's the reason why she's here, all that different stuff. And the storyline really didn't play out like talking about. The only time that Trisha and Ken were interesting was when Marquez was in the picture. And once he got out of the picture, it was no longer interesting with them anymore. It was like watching paint dry, watching it on my screen. Then they made Chris and Nail main cast. And then that's when Mel started bringing randoms on here, like Shanita and some other girl that never opened her mouth. It was kind of like, what are we doing now? So now we're just bringing randoms on because you don't like none of the girls on the cast. So when she left, I was relieved. To be real, I was relieved when she left. And when I say she, I'm talking about Yeah, that girl. That girl. I was glad that she was gone. I could review this show in peace. I don't have to worry about her dingy ass fans fucking with me. I don't have to worry about none of that shit. I was so glad she was gone. And you know what I'm saying? Last season was cool. Like, it was a good step up from where we were, but it wasn't like the best season I ever seen. But you could tell that it has some potential somewhere. But now that they're bringing Arionne into the picture, I want to know exactly how this is going to go. I do. I want to know how it's going to go. I want to know what it's going to give. I'm very interested in knowing this because I don't like Arionne. Let's be clear now. I don't like that lady at all. Like, she ain't really my steez, but you know, at the end of the day, I just want to know what she gonna bring. Like, I'm here for the mess. That's really what I'm here for. I'm here for the mess. So if she gonna be on here bringing the mess, then let her come on and bring the mess. That's all I'm here. So let me see. Let me see what some of y'all saying. Do you think that it's messed up for her to be on there? Why would it be messed up? Why would it be messed up? Why? It ain't. I'm just asking. Why would it be messed up that she's on? Why? Mel ain't there no. I'm sorry. It's no longer there anymore. So it's like ain't got no type of, ain't got no control over what's going on. Yeah. So at the end of the day, I'm not mad. I'm not mad. And I know that the male fans are mad. I know that they're mad. I know that they're seething. And I can't really be upset because I love when they get mad. And I'm telling you now, go back and watch this replay. I'm telling y'all now. Tomorrow, when y'all wake up in the morning and all that other shit, y'all can get up, look at this replay, and I bet y'all gonna see a bunch of Saints and Santa girls up in here pissed off in my comments. Y'all already know they are. They're gonna do everything they possibly can to talk about me like a dog. They're gonna drag me in the comments. But I don't give a fuck though. I don't care. Like, I literally don't. She's not on the show no more. And listen, I don't see the problem. Here's my thing. Arionne is like, she feeds her children popsicles at 6 a.m. She got split ends. She loves Martell's wine. Yeah, Martell's wine. Yeah. All those different things. But we, like I said early on in the live, we all talked about her. I made thousands of dollars talking about that lady. Okay? Like, thousands talking about that lady. Okay? And listen, if can go on her Patreon and talk about everybody else, then why on earth isn't an issue? She can make money talking about people, so let Arionne make her money then. I don't see the problem. I'm here for the mess. I'm here to see the people lose their minds. That's what I'm here to see. Do you like? And plus, on top of that, I bet that this season is going to light the love and marriage Huntsville sector streets up. Because baby, it's been dead now. It's been dead because a lot of people are not reviewing the show no more. So it's like I'm telling y'all, and I'm gonna say some names tonight. I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna say some names whether I like these people or not. And you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna say some names, and I don't care if I like these folks or not. This is just me talking, right? So in a love and marriage Huntsville sector, right? These are the people that we would have reviewing this show or talking about the show, right? Now, I don't really consider myself to be a part. Now, hold on, wait a minute. This nigga here so bipolar. He don't know if he want me to shut the fuck up. He don't know if he dislike me or if he loves me. Now today he says he loves me. Okay, Lyric, because I never know with you. But anyway, I don't really consider me and T being LAMH sector. I don't I say adjacent, LAMH sector adjacent. That's what I would say. But the people that would talk about this show back then, right? We had a full house. It was Marcella, Butterfly, Wente Talk, Caramel Rail, Da Silva. I think I said Wente Talks already. That Aunt Ann lady. Hey Girl Hey. Anthony Lofty's. What's that other lady name? That Lady D lady. Misbehaving. Prosperity. And then of course you had Shauna coming on from time to time. What's that other one name? She hasn't done a live in a long time. Tyler Collins. I love me some Tyler Collins. Here for Hot Tea. I'm missing somebody. Straight No Chaser. That's like 15 people. Queen Sheba. That's 16 people. T-Talk with your girl. That's 17 people. Sassy T from the 803. That's 18 people. Who else? Brown Skin Girl. Who knew? That's 20 people. Chit Chat with QT. Shit. Who else used to talk about it? I think I probably said everybody. On the Rocks with Jada, but I don't think that Jada is like LAMH sector. I think she's LAMH sector adjacent, like I am. Who else? Because there was so many people. Drop the mic. I think that's pretty much the whole LAMH sector that I just called out. Like I think that's pretty much everybody. Diana Rose, and she was one of the few that I really liked out of that sector, because I didn't like a lot of folks out of that sector, but she was one of the few that I did like. I think that's it. Yeah, it was a lot of them. Doing videos and LAMH commentary and stuff like that. Like, listen, I would watch everybody, even the people that I didn't really like that. I would watch them and get them a view and see what they were talking about, because it was always fascinating to watch all these different videos. And I'm like, are we watching the same show? Are we looking at the same thing? Like, it was always very fascinating. And the thing was, I never hated on none of these folks. Although people tried to do some hateful shit in the back end, the people like myself and T, they did. There were people that tried to do hateful ass shit like that to us, but I digress. But Anonymous T, I just thought about her. Show Styles and Spirit, yes. Ugh, so many different people, girl. So many different people. But it was just fascinating watching everybody else's perspective. But now with this happening, I wonder if some of these people are gonna go back to doing commentary on the show. Because right now, it's not many people reviewing Love and Marriage Huntsville anymore. Like, I think the only people that do it is probably myself, T, On the Rocks with Jada. I think let me see. Millie Chun. Color Me Pink. Because Rocks don't do it no more. I don't really think Ashley does it anymore. Miss Misha don't do it no more. Jamie doesn't really do it either. Bundy, I think Bundy was doing hers and her members only. Yeah, it's not many of us that review like the bigger shows like us. There's not many people on our side of the fence that actually is reviewing LAMH. So I wonder, with the news of this happening, I wonder if there's going to be some people to come out of the woodworks and come back. I am actually asking everybody to come back. Like, come on back, get this check. LAMH is going to be lucrative again. I think y'all should go on and get this check, because I know the fuck I am. I ain't lying to you. I'm gonna go on and get. I'm gonna go on and get my check. I ain't gonna sit up here and tell you no lies. You feel what I'm saying? But you know, that's neither here nor there. But oh yeah, really be. She reviews it. Like I said, it's not a lot of people reviewing it anymore. And that's mainly because of those damn rabid ass fans. You feel what I'm saying? So it is what it is. No, it's not a chasing panel tonight. I got it set for tonight. That's why people keep asking me that. Let me change it. I didn't even know I had it set for today. Right, because half of them were mellow mutts. Exactly. I hated the way the folks did Miss Misha. Oh yes, they definitely did Miss Misha bad. Like they really attacked her to the point to where she didn't want to do reviews on this show no more. And the thing about that was, and I ain't really trying to go back down that rabbit hole again, because I really don't like to revisit that. But the truth of the matter is that when me and T were the first to speak out about those fans and how crazy they were, we were the first to speak out. But it kind of went on deaf ears, mainly because it was us and we were the gay black men that hated women. So we're nobody trying to hear what we had to say. But then there were other people that would come out and say things that were happening to them, and that they would get threats and people threatening to dox them over an opinion and all that other stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like it was hard out here for a pimp back then. Like it really was hard out here for a pimp. But we made it through. That's all I could say about that. But I told y'all I'm not gonna be on here for a long time. I'm finna go ahead and get up off of here right now. But that's all I really got to say about Arionne coming on this show. I'm not mad at it. Bring it on. I want to see what's going on. You feel what I'm saying? But I think the weekend that this show come out, I'm gonna be in Chicago because it's Ya's birthday party, and I'm supposed to be me, really be Josiah. We're supposed to be going to Chicago to celebrate Ya's birthday. I think Sakina can't go, T can't go, Busy can't go, but me, Really B, and JoJo are going to Chicago to celebrate Ya's birthday. So I probably won't be doing no live the night that the show airs. I probably won't even be able to do that live until I get home the next day. So yeah, September the 12th, I'll be in Chicago. Pretty much. So that's pretty much it, you guys. That's all I really got for that. So I'm finna go on get up out of here. But I'll talk to you guys later. I'm probably gonna talk about Chaotic tomorrow. And other things. I had started on my Ultimate Girls Trip review earlier today and just canceled it and deleted the whole thing. Cause I don't know if I'm gonna review this show. It's just not it's not enough for me to be trying to review. But if my mind changes, I'll come back to it. But anyway, you guys, I'm out of here. I will see you guys on the next one.